Hey guys, it's LG Shaft, and we are looking at the Asus Republic of Gamers Summer 2012 event. It is an invite event where some of the best names in the industry are all coming together to both organize and process this tournament. Not only are they responsible for the administration of it, but of course the players are also some of the best players in the world. And here in game number 5 from the cast, this selection of games that we decided to do with this cast, got two really awesome players to announce to you guys, but I'm gonna make you wait. I'm gonna make you wait because I'm a very cruel man. I'm so sorry, guys. Will you ever forgive me? I don't know. Here's the button though, so you don't have to wait much longer. Okay, so on the bottom left hand side of this map that everyone calls Cloud Kingdom, never really understood it myself. There's neither a kingdom nor a single cloud on this map, though there is a space shark. Wait, no, that's a different map. I'm an idiot. No, there it is. Oops. Okay, yeah, space shark. Wow, how did I forget that? Anyways, guess who else is on the map? It is M+ForGG of Team Millennium. He's not a French player. He's actually a really well-known Brood War player, but he is on the French team Millennium, and I'm very excited to actually see him there. Millennium's one of my favorite teams. M+ForGG, also one of my favorite players. Now, I'm a Zerg player. I don't really follow a lot of Terrans, but this is one of the few guys that really get my interest. Now, this just standard barracks being built here for M+ForGG, but let's talk about his opponent, who is the blue Zergy McFerguson, going for a fast hatch in this matchup. Don't really know who he is. His name is the name of a tournament. It is SETT+Fi. We're just referring to him as Fi. If anybody happens to know this guy's alias, please feel free to let me know in some manner of communication convenient to you. But in the meantime, we will be referring to him as Fi. Now, this SUV patrolling just a hair. He wants to get that command center built, but didn't quite have enough money. Alright, now an orbital command is about to finish as well for M+ForGG. Very standard setup here. As we're moving into the early game, well, I guess we're technically in the early game and have been since the first second, but to the more active part of the early game, if you rather. Interesting little overlord positioning for Fi, but this will definitely be a safe overlord to go ahead and get in position. It's going to go right on here into the natural rather than, you know, the more standard path like this. Marines could definitely intercept that if a player of high quality, high caliber wanted to do such. Alright, so we've got queens on the way, but the gas is kind of a telltale sign now. We were talking about this in the Puma vs. Hydra games, but just to reiterate, this extractor is kind of a deal canceller when you consider the gasless 3-base style. It could just delay it a little bit rather than cancel the idea in the idea that you want metabolic boost, but a lot of time players will just go ahead into like a Roach Baneling or a Roach Ling timing off this. It's going to be really interesting to see what Fi decides to do, as his opponent has got both his refineries and is getting factory on the way. Hellion Banshee definitely in limit. So Fi, while he is a relatively unknown player, he did manage to take a series off Hydra. We looked at one game of that series just a second ago, but M+ForGG is a different player, similar caliber to Hydra, but different mentality, different mindset, and this could play out completely differently, or in fact it could still be, I don't know, it's really hard to predict. This is still very early in this game, but we do have that fast hatch. Now we have Hellions being sent across the map. Hellions will never be able to cancel this hatchery. Marines would be the only option he has for that. But with the starport on the way, Tech Lab just finishing, Cloaking Field on the way as well. Banshees are the ultimate threat in this case, and there's not even an evolution chamber yet built by Fi. He doesn't have to be too worried about the Banshees just yet. It will probably be wisest for 4GG to get 2 Banshees before he does this timing, but that's just courtesy rather than something all players adhere to all the time. So SETT+Fi are going to have to be very much so on the ball with this evolution chamber, and still nothing being produced. Hellions are harassing them just a little bit, actually roasting the queen. Fi not... He did have the creep spread there, but he didn't have the queen running quite soon enough, so he ultimately lost his queen. Okay, so 2 evolution chambers on the way. Stimpak is actually also on the way for 4GG. So both these players getting tech that they're going to need, but the Spore Crawler may just be too late. Banshee has finally arrived, and there's a cloaking invisibility field just now finishing. So this Banshee able to cloak just as soon as she wants to. Queens are cleaned up. He lost that initial queen to Hellions. The Spore Crawler trying to be made, but oh, that was actually a spine. Oopsie. So 3 Spore Crawlers. Boom. Okay. Roaches are also now in production, so the Hellions will be cleaned up, but the Banshee is what's really going to provide the most trouble for Fi. Yes, there are queens on the field, but those queens need to stay in safe positions where they can inject. Now, every time he pulls off to do that, that is misproduction, and in fact, he just lost that 3rd hatch. So 4GG's timing has more than paid for itself. He's denied the 3rd for Fi. He's forced a lot of units. He's killed a lot of queens. And he's still got cloaked Banshees. He's getting his stem timing. He's got medevacs on the way, or at least the possibility of medevacs. He's got Hellions on the map. Complete map control. I mean, just... this is the perfect game right now for 4GG. Roaches don't do so well against Banshees, not only because they don't shoot up, but Banshees just do a lot of damage to them. Hellions don't have to fear Roaches anywhere near as much. They can just kite them while the Banshees do all of the damage. It works really, really well for the Terran to employ that kind of tactic, but the Banshees are left in the natural of Fi, so he can clean up the spine crawlers, maybe even take out this macro hatch if he chose to, but no, he's just going to focus on these drones, which is definitely a good decision as well. Now, he's been a little bit sloppy on decloaking, but it's not so important when you're standing right next to an overseer. Roach speed just now finishing up for our blue Zerg, but he's lost so much of it. Let's just look at the economies. 43 harvesters for 4GG, 47 for Fi. 6 workers have been killed, but it comes down to the queens and the mining time, and the fact that this 3rd still is not up 12 minutes into the game, where 4GG has completely got his production running. Now, he doesn't have a 3rd either. He doesn't even have a 3rd orbital, which is so clutch in situations like this in today's metagame. But no, he says, I don't need a 3rd base. I don't want this to be a high econ game. He wants to end it soon. Fi, he does have a macro hatch and is getting a Nidus network. Uh-oh, this could be bad. Now, 4GG is actually in his base right now with the Hellions and a lot of Marines as well. So, uh-oh, the Nidus Worm going to be placed at the 3rd. 4GG has not taken a 3rd, so this is more just a rallying position than some kind of secret technique up into the base. Though he may send this Overseer and try it that way. Be hard to tell. However, 4GG is not going to be able to see from the high ground that this attack is coming. Fi is completely going to catch him by surprise with this. Yet there's so many. Uh-oh, mayday, mayday. Yeah, that's exactly what you need to say when this many roaches show up, but still a lot of Hellions, a lot of Marines here, and there are still Banshees on the field as well. So Fi doing this timing attack, but it's just so many units here for ForGG, who has a much better position. He is in his own base. GG dropped by SETT+Fi. ForGG taking the first game off of him. Alright guys, going to move right on into that next game, so catch you on the other side. Bye-bye.